NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 2nd and 10, Rudolph again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll leave the 31 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Rudolph now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Panthers at 10-2 on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row. And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bonds. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards? Especially on 3rd down. Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's caught by Waller out left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 60 yards. And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. back to the air. Rudolph. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rudolph. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rudolph looking to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bonds firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bonds. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. To throw on 2nd down. Bonds.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bonds.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rudolph. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Rudolph pass complete to DK Metcalf.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to number 2. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 86. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bonds. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barrett.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Bonds. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get feet in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Bonds. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Rudolph. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it.
And going right back to Pittman.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The kick by Elliott is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Rudolph on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rudolph throwing again. It's caught. Beckham.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Rudolph. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter down as he'll come on to kick this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Buzz.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the interception, here's Rudolph.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Rudolph on 3rd down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get down the field. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And onto the field here come the Panthers. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barrett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Bonds. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will add to their fourth quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
The try here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter down, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bonds. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Bonds. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And New York set to take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult. Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Now Rudolph. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Rudolph. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. To throw on 3rd down. Bonds steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th. Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out come the Giants. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory. And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. There's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a Philadelphia